I'm often asked the question, why do you care about injustices perpetuated against black people in America? And why do you speak and write about these issues so frequently? My answer is that we would all do well to care about what happens to our fellow citizens, because what happens to one impacts the lives of all of us eventually. Certainly, black people don't need me to address these issues, as there are far more competent leaders and voices within the black community that do a far better job. But I need to speak up for my own sake. I need to speak up and continue to address the residual racism that hinders my heart from the compassion and empathy that is necessary in our world. If the United States of America is my home, which it is, and I love my nation, then I know that we can all do better in understanding one another. To this end, I continue to write and speak out about these issues. Racism and discrimination are deeply ingrained issues in America, and the mistreatment of black people is a critical issue that needs to be addressed by everyone, not just black individuals or communities. It is imperative for white people to care about the mistreatment of black people in America for several reasons. First of all, recognizing the mistreatment of black people is a fundamental step towards combating racism and creating a more equitable and just society. Racism and discrimination have a profound impact on the lives of black individuals, causing them to experience numerous disadvantages, including lower economic opportunities, unequal treatment in the criminal justice system, and reduced access to quality health care. By acknowledging the existence of these disparities and the systemic factors that contribute to them, white people can help to create the conditions necessary to dismantle racism and discrimination. Addressing the mistreatment of black people is not only a moral obligation, but a civic responsibility. As citizens, it is our responsibility to work towards creating a society that is equitable, just, and inclusive. This requires recognizing and combating the systemic factors that contribute to the mistreatment of black people. By ignoring this issue, white people are not fulfilling their civic responsibilities and are perpetuating the harm that is inflicted on black individuals. As we have witnessed with the murder of George Floyd and most recently the beating death of Tyre Nichols, the mistreatment of black people impacts all members of society regardless of race. Racism and discrimination undermine the fabric of society by dividing communities and promoting mistrust and hatred. When black individuals are mistreated, it creates an environment in which fear, mistrust, and hatred can flourish, eroding the social cohesion that is necessary for a healthy and thriving society. This has an impact on everyone, regardless of race. The mistreatment of black people is an issue that has deep roots in American society. From slavery to segregation and the ongoing impact of systemic racism, the mistreatment of black people is not a new issue. By acknowledging the history of racism and discrimination in America, white people can understand the root causes of these current disparities experienced by black people and take the necessary steps to address them. This is why I speak up. Won't you join me?